Dogga.
Nope.
Well, now we're live and we're going to find out. Just hot, no dogga?
What?
Had a hot dog for lunch.
Or dogga, no hot?
Just hot.
Hot. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hellbreakers. Patrick, did you know that we're live on Twitch?
I mean, it's par for the course that I don't know when things have changed, so...
Katie, you're good? You're not in Middle-earth?
Well, I am, but the Wi-Fi is impeccable.
Wow. You've got...
Impressive that they had it.
You got that 5G Palantir? Thank you for laughing at that.
Well, I mean, it did corrupt people.
Oh, no.
5G does...
All right, and the
Let's
stream
not
is
get into
going down.
that. Yeah.
Has everybody seen Rings of Power yet?
No.
No. Shh.
Okay, never mind. Maybe we'll talk about it in 2 weeks. Hello, we're Massive Damage Adventures. Welcome to Hellbreakers, an Expanse RPG live stream. My name is Merrick Moyer. My pronouns are he, him. This is the crew of the Hound of Hades. You gotta put up the two hounds.
I was doing it before while you were talking.
3 barks, right?
Ow!
There you go.
Get off my back, Merrick.
Before we get started, lovely announcements and so on today. We are Roll20 ambassadors, and as Roll20 ambassadors, I'm here to tell you Roll20 has dark mode on their entire site now. And it's awesome. I love it. They've also done a whole bunch of like UI improvements. Some are really good, some are still a little bit clunky. We'll see how they improve, but one feature that I really like is that you can now toggle with if names and hit bars are visible all the time or only when you mouse over the token. And I really like that. It's just a nice quality of life. Cleans up the virtual tabletop space.
Oh, that makes when you have like a whole party fighting around one thing so much cleaner.
Yeah. And right now they are still featuring Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, the Wizards of the Coast 13 adventure book. We have a couple of codes for giveaways, and so, you know, watch us live and maybe win the giveaway. Ooh, special shout out and so forth. A local store called Rolling Tales is doing its 1-year anniversary this weekend, and they asked me to go and game master a game session for them, which I did today, this afternoon, just a couple of hours ago. And so a special shout out to Carrie, Haley, Jasper, and Addison, who are my 4 players in an Achtung Cthulhu game with Operation Ultimatum. 2 of the players, playtesters, were Jen and Patrick.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Rolling Tales.
Yeah. And, you know, if you want a set of super cool D6s made by me and Jen, our Pyro Fuego set is still available on Rolling Tales. And you can check them out online. If you're not in Edmonton, you can actually have them shipped to you. Other stuff. It is the 5th of September, and therefore 4 days ago, the 3rd part of our strange 3-part campaign came out. And that's awesome. So go and check that out. It's a super fun session. On Green Ronin Publishing news, their Trades of the Expanse Bounty Hunter PDF is out now, available for $5.95, and you can get a discount if you go and buy it and put in our code, Hellbreakers.
Easy peasy code.
Also, if you were watching live, there's certainly a chance that you could win one, because I have 3 codes to give away. Actually, I should mention that again. Last time, our winner was John from Abraxas Precipice, and he very kindly gave our codes back into the pool because he already had all 3 products that we gave him. So,
Weird.
we got the codes back. And talking about John and Abraxas' Precipice, they play every Wednesday on twitch.tv/onlyplaywizards. And Saturday, September 17th, they are going to be playing a charity one-shot benefiting the National Network of Abortion Funds. So they got a bunch of guest players, and they're raising money,
Nice.
so go check them out Saturday morning on September the 17th.
Most radical.
Absolutely.
We'll be there.
That is all of the announcements and the various things. So let's hit up that intro video and then get started with the Expanse.
Space.
All right, I was expecting the screaming. But that'll happen when Churn... Yeah?
I'm not rude.
That'll happen when Churn gets to 20. Reminder, it's at 19.
Yes, well,
We'll let Katie take a turn, and immediately she'll do something inevitably that will cause the turn to go up.
You're welcome, Patrick. I make your life interesting.
I think you get to churn up more though, Patrick, by rolling good.
That's true. You roll a lot of sixes.
yeah, roll shittier.
Okay. No, that's awful. I don't want that. I just need to not roll sixes on churn. On
On the drama die.
what's it called? That's the one.
You know, the stunt die, the
Space
action die, the space die, age die.
The expanse die.
The Expanse die. All right. So,
The churn cube.
the Churn Cube. I like it.
I was literally thinking churn cube in my head.
No, you
Right
weren't. Stop lying.
After gearing up in Zealous Colony, you began your investigations into the whereabouts of Dundar Ghazini and his ship, the Churchill Daisy. OMAC had recently greatly increased the value of the Ghazini bounty, and you knew that you wouldn't be the only crew to take notice. After running a scam on an OMAC technician, you got access to their telescopes and found out that the company had been tracking the Churchill Daisy's location and not shared that with any of the bounty hunters. After a few days of travel from Augia, and actually, let's determine that right now, how many days of travel? Basically, you can choose whether you want to get there in, let's call it 2 days of heavy burn, or like 5 to 7 days, depending on accelerations and stuff.
Well, if there's competition, then I don't think we're sitting back and chilling out.
It's true.
What would be the downside of 2 days of burn?
Role play mostly. There's nothing like obviously negative to doing that. In just a day and a half, 2 days of hard burn, you'll take breaks, go back to 1G, eat, washroom, and then go back to the burn. It's the like, you know, you're by hard burn, I mean like 3 to 6. You're not really getting up to like 7s or 10s in a sustained.
Okay, well, I like the version that gets us there the fastest without us becoming jelly, so 2 days sounds great!
All right. So,
Maybe
after
a ship pet.
oh,
We discussed this on our 2-day journey.
it needs its own
Been around.
crash couch.
Ooh. That might not go well. It's tough to explain to a dog that you have to strap it into a thing that's going to stab it a bunch.
Space dogs. Space dogs are used to that.
You got to train it
Are
from
they?
being a puppy.
Is that better?
Is that better? After 2 days of travel from Agia, you find yourselves within a few thousand kilometers of the Churchill Daisy. It is a customized rockhopper-style ship. Does a little bit of freight. Not exactly a warhorse or even like an escort ship the way you are. This is, just people making a living. It does have some small defenses, point defense cannons and stuff like that, but no torpedoes or nasty surprises. As the telescope showed, it's running completely not dead. You can still read a small amount of activity in the reactor. It's offline, and it seems to be running mostly on batteries. There is power in the ship, but its drive is not currently active. It's floating along a set trajectory.
We're getting this guy, right? Is that what we're getting?
So the bounty,
or his data?
The bounty is a repossession.
Mm-hmm.
It's repo. Your goal is to get back what he stole, because he's a couple months overdue, and OMAC has said that he looted a research location that was highly classified.
Nothing's gonna go wrong here, guys.
Is there any way that one of us can hack their system or do something that will make them not be able to spool up their not their spore drive, but the other fast drive?
See around through the reactor? No.
That'll do it.
God. Yeah, you could attempt to disable the reactor by shooting at it, but the ship seems shut down in a way that you're not able to connect to it unless you're physically connected to it.
Okay, but if we were to be hello, we are here, do not run, would they have time to run? Take a while to spool up.
Oh yeah, it would take a couple of minutes to get the reactor up. From where it is, cold right now, it would take a couple of minutes.
Plenty of time to torpedo their asses.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the plan, girl. What do y'all want to do?
Well, we can be sneaky, or we can come in and announce our presence.
I like the sneaky method of us ghosting on board. It worked. I think it worked well the last time we boarded a ship. Catch up and match their trajectory.
But how does space work? How do they not see our ship?
They'd have to be looking.
Well, our drive plume would be.
Yeah, they'd see a bright light coming towards them just on routine checks that they should be doing during their duty.
And even if they're on battery power, doesn't their radar still work?
Yep.
I think it's just a matter of what we do next. If we hail them or just sneak out and board
just silently ghost up onto them. Yeah.
Yeah, because you could also cut your drive cone. Cut your drive. You've been decelerating towards them. So you're basically a bright light coming towards them. If this conversation was had earlier during the trip, then you could have put yourself in a position to be decelerating towards them. Not decelerating, sorry, moving at a constant speed towards them. And then you're going to turn on your cone, your torch at a specific time to slow yourself down right beside them without slagging their ship.
That's an interesting repo job.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't get it. We engined them.
I don't know. I'm with you guys. Let's just fuck it and get in there.
Whoa. I like
be
it.
We're gonna dock. Let's see what happens.
All right.
We are coming aboard.
And actually, so you traveled for 2 days at a pretty punishing burn. Is there anything that you did as a crew during the break times? Game night?
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
played a
interested.
game of Dungeons and Dragons.
In
So
the
we'll just-
Eberron setting.
Let's pull away from here, shall we?
And let me just hit the other scene. Ooh.
So we're on one ship playing a game where they are playing a game that now we're playing a game in.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. A few layers deep on this one. I don't know. We're on like work mode, right?
Right. Yeah.
Probably prepping for making all our gear is good, and ships running tip top.
I will
Guns are up
cook
and ready.
everyone.
New stuff, right?
I'll cook everyone a dinner one night, and I'll try to make it extravagant.
Nice. Do you want to roll for that?
Yeah, what do I roll for cooking?
Cooking.
Constitution. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what we'll be rolling.
It's like intelligence. Yeah, intelligence with like art or cooking, and
Strength.
I have none of those things.
and it's not going to be difficult.
Good, because I didn't roll well.
I'm going to say easy. Out of 9.
Okay, yeah, I got a 12.
Excellent. What dinner do you cook for everybody?
I'm trying to cook more with the like native plants of the planet we're staying on. So there's a lot of tubers. A little bit of like something that tastes a bit like a lemongrass, like it's a really hearty, tough to eat grass, but it's got a lot of flavor. Some bug meat.
Nice.
Gross.
Very good. But it's fresher than a lot of food that you'd get in Soul System when you're just pulling like dry rations.
Yeah,
And
but it's
mushroom
also
stuff.
bugs.
High source of protein, maybe?
Yeah,
They're-
and they're big. They're big bugs on the planet. Like they're a meaty bug, so it's bug meat.
Instead of recycled belters into mushrooms, pretending to be other food, right?
Yep.
Is what
Yeah,
we probably
no.
needed.
This is like from bug cows, and so it's like like a steak of bug meat, bug steak.
Can you
Perfect.
just hear the words you're saying? You're putting two things together, and you're hoping that it comes out pleasant.
Hey,
And I
it's
did
been
it.
a long time since I had a steak. It's good enough.
I mean, I guess at that point, really.
All right. Is there any other preparation that you do? Searching around with the telescopes, with your own radar, gear preparations in the ship. Are you all going up, suited up?
We get a cool spray paint template with like the Hound of Hades logo and put it on our new gear.
Yes.
Oh, you did have that. Remember, we were saying that
Yeah.
each head had a different color for each of the suns.
That's sick.
Yeah, there was a montage of that.
There's a montage. As we're cruising, getting closer, I am gonna take a look out on the telescopes for any other ships approaching to see if there's any other bounty hunter crews that we need to be
Good
worried
idea.
about.
Excellent idea. And so, if you could give me a perception roll, and while we're doing that, I'm going to open the giveaway and just say that today our giveaway will include Trades of the Expanse, the Bounty Hunter PDF by Green Ronin. It'll include Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, the Roll20 module, and one other random thing from our giveaway's box of mystery. And to enter the giveaway, all you need to do is put ghosts in chat.
It's an alarming key phrase to choose today.
No,
No?
I don't like that phrasing.
You don't
Choose a
like
different
ghosts?
Well, it
No,
doesn't apply to anything about us, and usually they
it's
tend to
not Halloween yet.
be somewhat relevant.
Are you saying you want
Oh,
a
you're like-
Halloween-themed game?
Yeah,
Yes, 100%. Yes.
I don't feel like we need to say that out loud.
Are we all dressing up?
No.
Yes.
Can we
I mean,
coordinate costumes?
Yeah, I'd dress up for Halloween. Yeah. All right. So, Patrick, what did you get for your perception?
So you know how we were talking earlier about how I need to roll shittier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even with it not being one of my player killer dice, as the stunt drama die, still rolled a 6 on it.
Excellent. Love it. Churn's going up. We're going to find out your total first.
Love it. 16. Oh, no, sorry, 19.
19.
I have a skill that I add things to.
That's important because a formidable was a 17.
Ooh.
And so, let me just up the churn by 1.
Oh,
The churn is 20.
See, here's the difference. I may up the churn, but I'm upset about it because I know it's gonna punish us. Also, one time I stepped on a landmine.
So I'm going to take this lovely Abraxas's Precipice D6, and I'm going to roll for
you should not
churning
give
over.
Patrick a number because he got churned last time.
Sorry, Katie, were you going to say something?
Well, I was just gonna say the churn only really affects Patrick.
It's true.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be the way of it.
Ooh, aw.
Does it affect you? Did it
It's-
affect you, the GM?
A minor effect.
Yay!
It's not a major effect. Okay. Sounds good.
So we got food poisoning. Is that what happened?
Nope. The dinner was
Hey.
perfectly good. No, I know precisely because I wrote down a particular possible churn effect for if we got a 20, which of course we would in session. But with your 19, you notice a ship that is out there, couple 100,000 kilometers away, like not close, but on the float.
Not.
Yeah, it's not currently flying. Its torch is not on. It's not maneuvering. It is on the float. In this, you're basically like you're in the one of the belts, and so there are asteroids like all around. It's not like Star Wars asteroids where you're dodging around them. Like there's still a ton of space between all of them, and so this ship appears to be parked. Yes, Jen.
Does this sound like pirate nonsense to us?
I mean, it does look a bit like pirate nonsense. Did you want to check the computer and see if it had a reading of that particular ship?
Pirate nonsense reading? I would.
All
And I would
right.
like to see if we can find the name of the ship, like scan its
Transponder.
barcode.
We could scan it with a torpedo.
Scan it with some PDCs and a torpedo.
You can tell immediately that its transponder is off. There's no roll required. That ship is, Wild West took its license plate off sort of deal.
They had a lot of license plates in the Wild West.
I was mixing metaphors.
They took
So
off
do
the horse license plates.
Yeah.
we want to wound it with a gun?
A couple 100,000 kilometers away, we're gonna have to probably drive by. I'm guessing.
Is it like where in relation to us and the ship we're approaching? Is it ahead? Is it behind?
It's perpendicular, off to the side. Like you're heading towards the ship, and you're not getting that much closer to this other mystery ship at this point.
Okay.
So we'd have warning before it got too close.
Yeah, if you keep somebody with their eye on it, as soon as its drive goes up, you'd have a couple of minutes to react.
Yeah, our fifth character, Bob, we bought specifically stay on the ship.
Yeah,
What's that? I gotta stay on the ship.
you can absolutely. You can hire people.
We didn't though. Put the car in charge. It's a sentient car, right?
Put the
Yeah,
robot
what
in
about the-
charge.
So, intelligence
What about the
technology. Yeah, the drone. Intelligence technology for somebody to roll and check the computer system for a match to this hull configuration.
I'm going.
All right.
Yeah.
Jerry's going to do it. Difficulty here is a challenging. It's a 13.
Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
18.
All right. And did you get a 6 on your drama die? You up in the churn? No.
No, I only got a 2 on my drama die.
So disappointed.
Sorry, Merrick.
It's okay, Katie. It's all right. We're going to get there. We're going to get to 30.
It's 30? I thought 20 was the highest.
No, it goes to 30.
Oh, God.
I also thought 20 was the highest.
Oh, I was like, well, at least we don't have to worry about adding more churn. We're churned up. Like butter. There you go. That's the one.
So, you run the sort of hull configuration through the computer's friend or foe database, and it comes back as...
Froned.
It comes back as an MCRN gunship.
What?
Okay.
He sips his
That's not
tea.
good.
Nothing bad here.
Well, what? What a good reason to not shoot at it randomly. I'm
But
I'm
the
glad we found that out.
SDRN doesn't have, like, they don't have jurisdiction here.
No,
These
but
are probably pirates.
if you remember, you
Did
learned last episode.
But they sold a bunch of ships, didn't they?
Legitimate
Cool.
salvage too happens.
So, why don't we just turn our butts around, head out of here, dial up the people and are like, hey, there's a pirate and Mars ship guarding that ship you want. Peace. And get a new bounty.
We we don't know who's
Or-
guarding them. It's just parked.
Space is huge.
We just
Chance-
be sneaky and fast.
Yeah, let's do that.
And remember that this ship that you are following is on a constant trajectory. It's not accelerating or anything, but it is moving through the belt. And as you're going with it, you will be slowly moving away from this MCRN ship.
Hey, Jer. Can you do another
Yeah.
scan now that we know there's like an ambush ship here? See if there are more ambush ships here?
First of all,
Sure.
When?
Similar roll, different roll.
Check behind the asteroids. Just like take a peek around.
Yeah, so this one is going to be a perception.
Ooh, I'm not very perception-y.
Oh,
Like,
then never mind. I regret asking you.
you could be using perception on the scopes, or you can try and check the radar, but the radar is just returning back the information you've already gotten. There's nothing really that you've missed on that.
I'll take another peek.
Thank you.
I assume I have like a big periscope,
Periscope.
but for space.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. Just pop out through the top.
I don't have to go up for when we're down in space. That's only 13.
Okay. There are no additional ships
Okay.
that you see.
See. Looks clear.
That's not right.
Okay,
mean-
so should
I
we
think
just...
we should be. Everybody talk.
Everybody talk at the same time. Go ahead, Katie. Katie, you're up.
I think we should just be really fast. It doesn't matter if there's more ships if we're really fast.
I mean,
I
it's
agree. Why don't we stop on the opposite side? Like, put the ship we're boarding between us and the gunship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we gotta line up with airlock anyways, and
Do we
Yeah.
No.
blow a hole and we'll suck onto that?
I mean,
What?
I meant you don't have to. You could just jump from ship to ship and then open it, and you don't have to line up with the airlock. But blowing a hole in the side is also an option you can use.
I mean, if there's some poor innocent person on the other side,
Just sitting on the John.
We just need to get like the equivalent of like a metal boba straw, but it's like you can walk through it on our ship, and so when we go up ship, we just puncture it right through. Yeah.
Like
Some poor person is beheaded on the inside.
or just beheaded and their feet are taken off by this huge straw that hits at a perfect height for us and not them. It's a belter who's just a little too tall. Well, then I'm going to keep an eye on ye old piratey gunship, just in case it makes any twiddlies. Twiddlies mean spaceship flying.
Of course.
Everyone knows this.
Do we all want to go across, or do you want to keep one person on the ship? Because James is cool keeping a foot on the gas pedal. But
Yeah, if you don't mind staying on the ship, James.
I got a cool rifle I bought, though, so... Can have that.
I'm just itching to try it.
Yeah, somebody's got to use it. If they want a -2 toughness rifle, armor-piercing rifle, they're welcome to it. With a new
On a ship.
painted. Oh yeah, you have to roll environmental hazard every time you shoot it on the ship.
Yeah, we don't.
Armor-piercing.
We use that for ground-based stuff.
I can aim it out the airlock in case you.
And just shoot through their windows. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to the armor-piercing gun on spaceships. Because of the dying part. And then I'll go on. I'll go shoot a guy in the bathroom again.
All right. Well, could we have the pilot make a piloting check, dexterity piloting, to match speed with this ship, and place yourselves opposite of the other ship? So that's going to be a hard difficulty. 15.
You got this.
Ooh, well, I make it 16.
16. Absolutely.
With only a 3 on the drama die. No stunting.
No stunts either. No big dice. All right. With a 16, it's nothing like super flashy. But you pull up, you don't scratch the paint, and you match the spin and the speed, and it's going to be trivial for people to jump across. If you would prefer to match up to an airlock, you can. But you will be more like visible to the MCRN ship.
I think we can do a trivial jump.
That's how people die in space.
I'm not going to require a roll for this particular jump.
Ah, perfect.
I will
I'm not
require.
gonna require a roll because you're dead.
I will require a roll if you're jumping back and an enemy ship is bearing down on you and you're all stressed. But right now, you can just jump across.
Perfect.
Why is the ship so full of bears?
I just read about a small town in New Hampshire that was taken over by libertarians in 2004 and then infested by bears
What?
as a direct result.
How? What did they do?
So a group of libertarians decided that they wanted to show their philosophies in actual real-world context. So they did a whole bunch of research, and they picked a town that had less than 1,000 people, and they moved in intending to take over the government and strip all of the laws and things and so on. And they were really hyped on non-traditional housing. So there was like tent cities and containers and trailers and all sorts of stuff. And they took all of the laws and bylaws out for disposing of garbage and recycling, and bears just started being like, there's a ton of food here.
And they live in tents.
Yeah, and then a bunch of people were feeding the bears. Other people were shooting the bears.
Be even better.
Because there were no consistent laws about how to deal with the bears.
There's no laws on how to deal with way too many bears. What happened? We didn't think anything through.
Anyways, I just read about that an hour ago. It's a very interesting article.
Smart.
All right. We jump in.
All
Let's
right.
jump. I'm gonna bring my taser.
Taser is good. Are we gonna raise the roof?
No, we're gonna
What
jump,
is it?
jump, jump, jump. I was with you.
Mac
Perfect.
Daddy will make you.
The Daddy Mac will make you.
Mac and cheese.
Correct.
Crisscross will make you. Okay.
Before you guys jump, James is gonna say, "Remember, the enemy base is down."
What?
Ender's Game.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Say, stop playing games on your communicator. We're focused here.
It's a book. It's called a game.
Anyway.
Okay. And then. Oh,
No.
no, and then. Sorry,
And
I'm
then
just
the
having a
churn
little.
hits.
Then the churn. I'm just flipping around the Syrinscape a little. By the way, Syrinscape, that's the source of the music you're hearing. It's super cool. Check them out. And as we move into the spooky, eerie music, remember to type the word ghosts in chat to enter in the giveaway.
Oh no, it's a haunted ship of demons.
Nah, I don't think.
You're right. That's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
It's probably just like proto-molecule on the ship. I wouldn't.
Oh, that's way worse.
I was trying so hard not to say the word protomolecule. Really hard.
Protomolecule.
Anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As he goes.
Or is
I
it
mean-
Event Horizon?
Anybody watching the stream just saw me put up a GIF of Protomolecule.
Oh, perfect. Great.
So, who's going across? Is everybody going across?
I'll go across.
I think James is gonna stay at the wheel for this one.
Yes.
Me and my taser are going.
All right.
Right.
So James stays at the wheel, thinking about how he'd like to hire a new person and to hang on the ship when you do away missions. And the three of you loaded up in your EVA suits, jump across, and you come to the hull of the ship. There is an airlock that you can mag boot walk to in the Expanse style, where you're like slowly moving towards it, and you see the airlock on the side. It does appear to be sealed.
Have we accounted for this in anyone's skills? Gary?
Is it a intelligence technology roll to open it?
It sure is.
Cool bean. Good thing I came, guys, and didn't just stay on the ship.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
Does
jump
do that
back and be like,
armor-piercing rifle?
Jerry, we need you.
We don't know how to open doors. Didn't think we'd have to.
15, and I got a 6 on the drama die and double 6 stunt points.
Oh, so let's put that churn up by 1.
Whoop whoop.
And so, as you are bypassing the security on this, a 15 is a success. What would you like to spend your stunt points on?
Don't even know.
Let's see.
How about ghost slaying?
Yeah. Do you have that? Is that a 2-point
Spend my
span?
points
Would this be
to make
like-
there no ghosts.
and- Is this like an exploration stunt?
I was thinking an exploration stunt. You could do it with a flourish.
Actually, the upper hand would be good. If it leads to combat, you get a +3.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Schmort.
You open that
Yeah,
door
let's.
quietly.
All right, so you're going to go with upper hand, spending 3.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Oh, and spend more so that the churn goes up.
Tyler!
Why do I play this game with you guys? You're like half bad guys. Like 50% villains, 50% heroes.
Anti-heroes.
No, we're 0% heroes. We're just 50% nice to ourselves and 50% love chaos.
That's accurate.
100% bad guy.
So you could upper hand and then speed demon, get it done in half the time.
Eric.
That'd give you 5.
Let's just upper hand. It can't take that long to open a door, right?
No, it doesn't take that long at all.
I like the right.
And that upper hand is
No,
going to give you a slight bonus
Oh.
as you begin to open the door and notice the booby trap on the other side that you did not find, and it is triggered. And all 3 of you to please make me dexterity checks as a hazard blows up in your face.
I'll be honest, I
Kate-
didn't even account for that.
Katie, you're going to get a
I
plus
was
3
like, you have
bonus.
Booby trap space doors.
Which is good because my dexterity is terrible.
Does my gymnastics help?
Not when you're in the mag boots.
Foopity foo. I mean, you don't know about space gymnastics. They might do
I mean, that's
exclusively
fair.
mag boots.
Wow!
Okay, I got a 12, but then I got a plus 3, so I have a 15.
Okay.
Got an
I got it.
11. Yeah. If you let me have gymnastics, I'd get a 13.
Yeah.
But no, 11. Wait, no, hold on. I suck at math. Just wait. I got a 13.
Got a 13. Patrick, what did you get?
19.
Ooh.
Whoa!
I stunt on it, if possible.
Okay. Not a direct action, so no stunt.
Cool.
By the way, this booby trap is the minor hazard from the 20 churn.
Oh, friggity doodles.
Oh.
Every time, it's somehow me and an explosive device. I'm so done.
Did you notice how I wasn't there and Katie has a plus 3 bonus?
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
I was gonna say I'm gonna stand really far away from everyone, but I did that and still stepped on a landmine.
I mean, this one wasn't a landmine.
That doesn't make me feel better.
The world is a landmine.
All right.
To kill Miles.
That seems accurate.
Okay, so this is a moderate hazard. Here we Oh, no. It is a major hazard with the explodingness. Yeah, I was right. I wanted to double check the amount of dice. And so
That sounds ominous.
Miles
His name Chip.
Miles is able to avoid the worst of it, and so does not get any of this with your 19. Jerry just barely takes cover as it's going, and Rix takes most of it. So, because Katie, you ended up with a 15, right?
Gymnastics.
Correct.
Yeah, it was 15 to do
Wait.
so.
Wait.
You could
Character
spend
sheet.
you could spend some fortune.
No, you can go in my character sheet. I have something that if I'm gonna miss a dexterity something or another, I can roll again or something like
That's
that.
stealth.
But nope, it's something else.
Okay,
It might,
sure.
it might be stealth.
Because we can reroll. We have scouting. We can reroll fail stealth checks.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one I'm seeing. Under
So
your
what I
talents.
misfeat.
All right. So then this is for Rix. That is. Oh, it's not bad at all. It is 6 damage to your fortune.
That's a lot. What do you mean not bad?
I rolled 1, 2, 3 on 3d6. That's not
Absorbed by
bad.
your absorbed by your toughness. Yes.
Oh, it would be absorbed by your toughness. How much toughness do you have?
If it's not on this screenshot you sent me, I don't know.
Absolutely.
2.
2
It's your
toughness.
Constitution, right?
Yeah. And you're in an EVA suit, so you take 4 damage to your to your fortune.
Ooh, that sounds bad. To my EVA
Correct.
suit, though?
Yeah, so there is a puncture, and so there's an explosion. There's no sound, of course, but like the three of you are rocked back, and then Rix looks down, and you can hear air spraying out from the side of your suit.
That seems way worse than if I just took 4 damage.
Yeah, but remember, in this particular system, you don't take damage. You are spending fortune to show how you heroically dodge out of the way. It's once your fortune is gone that you start taking injuries that you're actually getting hurt.
So do I spend 4 fortune then to heroically dodge out of the way?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let's get a hole.
Like 4 of your fortune. 4 of your fortune is gone. And then, as a result of that, because you took damage in an EVA suit, it's got a hole. There are patches in your EVA suit. You can just take an action to patch it.
Okay, dokes. Sounds good.
DJ Hughes is here. Welcome, DJ Hughes.
Hi, DJ Who's?
That name in many years.
DJ Hughes plays live on Twitch on Wednesdays and Sundays, so everybody should tune in to his live techno DJing. I was watching last night.
Yeah, he's got a micro club now.
Exclusively Scandinavian folk metal.
I mean, we could request it. DJ Hughes, some Scandinavian folk metal on your next stream.
1,000,000% be in attendance for that.
It's like some techno beats and then just switches into folk metal.
Yeah, that'd be great.
DJ
Viking techno song.
Yeah. DJ Hughes and the other folks in the chat, make sure to put the word ghosts in the chat and get entered into our 3-item giveaway. DJ Hughes says he might have to do some digging.
Homework.
Just play like my mother told me. Isn't that like all the rage on TikTok now?
Please don't bring TikTok into this stream.
It's too late.
I don't have it. My friend told me about it.
That's worse.
All right, so there's been a slight explosion in space as you are entering this ship, and Rix has to patch her suit a little bit before you arrive. The inside of the airlock is like blackened, but it doesn't appear to have damaged the interior airlock. It was, as these things go, a low-yield explosive.
All right.
There are no such things as small explosions in space.
That is accurate.
It's just an explosion.
But it was an explosion
kill you.
in an airlock.
Great! The best place for them. Okay. I think the stealth aspect, if we had it,
He's
That's
blown?
that's...
That was lovely.
Thank you. All right, but we just need to go fast. So how do we find this stuff? Do you want to just like go deck by deck, floor by floor? Is there
We don't
like
even know what
a
it is.
schematic we can look at?
We're gonna have to, first of all, we're probably gonna have to figure out what it is, because we don't know.
Yeah, so best bet is probably to get access to their computer, see where they've been, or if there are any logs that you can check.
To the
Jerry,
helm!
that's you.
All right. And so you,
But like you said, their power's down. So can we do that?
it's running on battery power. So basically it's like, lights off, computers in standby mode, torches down, but as long as you can get through the security, yeah, you don't have to spool anything up.
You just gotta wiggle the mouse.
Yep. Got to put in
It's a free ship.
the screen password though. Got to figure that out. It's one of the 6-digit ones.
It's one of their birthdays.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you got in. All right. So you open up the airlock and move in. The outer airlock door is damaged, and so you lose a little bit of the interior atmosphere as you're moving in, but then you can close the interior door, and you can see, like, you probably have your helmet lights on at this point because everything here is on like little running lights. It's all dark. Everything is pretty cramped. There's like some cargo netting hanging, like motionless in the microgravity, and some cargo and stuff. Otherwise, it looks pretty empty.
Spoopy.
Oh, I'm getting
Because
some
it's the
Julie
Expanse, the
Mao
light
vibe.
looks like this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in our eyes.
It's shining right up. What colors are each of yours?
Hold on.
Oh, perfect.
So we got to make our way. Why do we put this here? This should be shining outwards.
No, they got to be shining right up.
I have a bad feeling about this all of a sudden. Like, I'm saying this in my comms. More so than just this seems like a pirate trap. The governance here, what are they called here?
OMAC. Yeah.
OMAC. OMAC knew where the ship was, didn't tell anybody where it was, and sent out bounty hunters. I feel like there's going to be no artifacts on this ship, and that this is some sort of weird OMAC trial or test or something, or to like draw out something bigger as it kills us, and then they'll be like, "Yay, we got it!" But we'll be dead.
Or there's an inside man in OMAC.
Yeah, I'm just saying this feels fishy, and I would put money down that there's no artifacts.
Or something that they found is more dangerous than they thought.
I'm
That's
just saying,
somewhere on board.
I think OMAC's not giving us the whole truth.
Well, yeah, it's a corp. Of course, it's not giving us the whole truth.
If
Or the
there's
whole troop.
if there's any like through line in any of my games, it's that corporations are evil.
Not gonna say anything. I, of course, had my riot shield strapped to my back like I was a Spartan soldier. So that's coming out. It's just one of the round, like, ballistic plastic ones.
Cool.
Pistol out.
And you're still mag booting along, or are you pulling yourself in the microgravity?
It's a little tougher to do with a shield on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
To climb.
We can push you.
Just hold my feet. I'll probably mag boot.
Okay.
Oh, it's so slow.
Can I, like, mag boot and then, like, deactivate and push and then, like, activate them again?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna do that.
Ooh, space
Yeah.
leaps.
Mag hop.
There's little
You gotta
controls.
click your heels.
Just click your heels twice. There's little controls in your suit. Like, you can have them set up in your gloves, on your belt, those sorts of things, and like so you can toggle your boots on and off.
I have a purely tongue-based keypad. It's just directly in front of me. It's got a little joystick. It is disgusting.
You're actually in James's EVA suit right now, and it's on the other side.
I'm like, oh. It's all used. Anyway, so probably a good place to go would be the helm.
Yeah.
Because we're at least... There should be people there. If there's info, that's where a lot of computer systems are. And if we need to, we can then commandeer the ship.
Hey ho, let's go.
All right. So much like many other ships, it's organized in decks. You're in the airlock in the cargo, and you move up into what appears to be the bunks. A quick look, and there doesn't appear to be anybody here. You can certainly search a little bit more, but it looks like nobody's been here in a while.
I would love to do a look around to see if something's fishy about that.
Absolutely.
Like if something, like we see, like, you know, in every horror movie when they're exploring somewhere where they're like, there's nobody
There's the
here.
bulb
This
of
is crazy.
coffee.
Well, it just cuts to like a door that's closed, and behind the door is like a streak of blood, you know, like a handprint.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
single floating shoe with blood drop.
It's just sitting upright.
in the microgravity. Go ahead and make a perception check.
15.
15. From what you can tell, it looks as if the crew of this ship just, went off the ship. Like, things are not in terrifying disarray. Like, somebody's got a messy room, somebody's got a clean room, somebody's got some dirty dishes, but nobody's got, like, a half-eaten meal, or there's no, like, bloody handprints on the mirror sort of thing.
Okay. I'm beginning to like this less and less the more we go along. Let's get moving.
And so, James, you're on the comms and you can hear them discussing everything. How focused are you on watching the MCRN ship?
I'd say on one screen I have the MCRN ship, and on the other I have it on the drone that's following you guys through.
Okay. The
Horror
ship
movie style.
Okay, yeah, so the drone is flying behind them, so like little spurts of reaction mass as it flies
A little
along.
bit of static going across. It's like those horror movies that are all filmed on a handheld camera.
Love
You
it.
added a filter to it because it's got crystal clear footage, but you need it to seem like it's found footage.
It's got the VHS recording thing in the
It's got the time tracker.
red dot.
Perfect. And like Rix turns around and the light is lighting up her face and she looks directly into the camera.
Camera always floats around to be directly underneath us, like at an awkward angle.
All right. The MCRN ship does not appear to have moved at all.
Is that more alarming? Like, I feel like it's scarier.
You head up into the next deck, and you find a 2-deck lounge area / workshop. So it's got a little bit of space for cooking food and sitting down, but a lot of space here is dedicated to projects. So like a little bit of machining, a little bit of like working on stuff, and also a lot of homey stuff. Like the people who are here, this is definitely like their home. So they have a pretty comfortable space. Yes, Jen.
Can I roll to see if someone was doing like a spaceship cross stitch? And if I see it, I'm going to steal it.
Sure. Roll for cross stitch.
Like an
Perception.
observation or something?
Yeah.
Perception, okay. Cross stitch. Would survival help?
No, survival unfortunately would not help in this case.
Ooh, well, get ready to churn it up.
You got a 6 on the drama die?
I did, and I got 2 6s, so I also got 6 to it. Katie, did you turn? Yeah. Stuff. So I got, gosh, math, right? A 15 and 6,
Yeah, a 15 and 6 stunt points. So you do find, I'm going to say there is a partially finished cross stitch that is like home, like you said, home sweet ship. And there's also like a quilting section with a whole bunch of squares, like
as
put away neatly into a cabinet.
I steal the cross stitch. And if anybody listening / watching cross stitches and wants to send me a cross stitch that says Home Sweet Spaceship, thank you. I will put it on my wall.
Right there.
Also on the wall, if you want to put stuff there, like a human head.
Ooh, DJ Hughes' wife cross stitches.
Someone married him? Wow.
Patrick's just saying that because he wished he would have got there first. So,
Yeah. Well, other than all of his betrayal,
I mean, he's only like the second most betraying person in all of Massive
That's
Damage
true.
Adventures.
That is accurate.
That honor tends to go to Justin.
Justin.
Tojo!
Anyway,
Okay. This is not Shadowrun.
for a bunch of reasons.
And so, is there anything else you wanted to search around on this deck? Is there anything that James would like the drone to get a close-up on?
Well, James catches the cross-stitch theft with the drone.
He uses his blackmail later. When you stole that.
Just zipping around, following people.
Oh, I'll
when
show James.
When you say there were projects, is it like science projects or like they're building stuff that would help their ship?
Yeah, like building stuff that would help their ship. Like somebody's, taking something apart and working on something. Somebody else is like, I don't know, darning socks. Like that sort of stuff.
Okay, it's not like a box with a mysterious like black substance inside of it and like the glove thing.
Nope. Nothing
Okay,
like
cool.
that. No strange glowing red pyramids. No.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a cribbage board?
Is there a cribbage board?
Space cribbage.
You find the games cabinet, and these people are monsters. They don't have cribbage. They have risk.
Oh, so they're
Ooh.
master thinkers. I see.
I'm leaving Rick to not
Masochist.
take it.
Strategists. I like them.
You pronounce masochist.
Yeah. This is some weird looting, DJ Hughes says.
I said he said it's risk, not monopoly.
It's true. Yeah. No, Monopoly is underneath risk.
They have both? They
Yeah.
Burn the ship.
It's Ganymede Monopoly. It's themed.
If we're looting, though, we should check what movies they have in their hard drives and stuff like that.
That's
Copy
not
over
fair
some
play.
movies. Yeah, they've got a wide selection of movies. It tends to skew towards romantic comedies, with the occasional action movie thrown in.
Yes. Copy and paste. Take that onto a hard drive. There's a lot of space time, There's a lot of hanging
I
out.
mean, it's true.
Ooh, we could try that with my bug truffle popcorn.
Gross. Upwards
Do you
we
think
go.
the popcorn's the bug or the truffle's the bug?
It doesn't
It's
matter.
both bugs!
It's all
It's only
bugs.
bugs. It's just a bowl of bugs like in Lion King.
All right. Upwards you go, and the next deck is the operations deck. It's a one sort of style deck. All the chairs sort of around. Nobody here. No signs of a struggle.
Odd.
Oh, it's
Just
so
empty.
creepy.
Anybody else want to leave? I kind of want to leave now.
We
Well,
gotta
you
get
could check the computers, Jerry.
tap in, see
Okay,
what
but
see what was
nobody's
up.
allowed to leave the room while I'm doing this, and
Yeah, we're not going
awkwardly
anywhere.
disappear down the
No.
hallway.
What's that?
We're watching six.
Who was that?
What was? You gotta split up. We can cover more ground.
Oh my god, this is where Merrick goes.
Not a chance.
There's a door into the darkest house.
No, not here. You tricked us.
There's nobody's checked the engine room.
And
I
nobody
refuse
will.
to go in there. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm hacking in. Let's check it out.
All right. So you sit down.
Black hat cat.
You sit down at one of the chairs and spin it around, pull yourself up to the console, open it up. You do have to get through just the generic base security, which is not going to be hard. It's not heavily encrypted. You're going to go against an easy, so only a 9 difficulty.
She gives one of these.
Katie, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I was just talking to myself.
Ah, very good.
Anyway,
Space Madness has claimed her.
How much did you get?
15. 2 stud points.
Ooh. All right. And so you break through and like easily break in, and you're into their navigation style computer, into their logs and so on. And with your 2 stun points, you are able to see, like, immediately there's obvious tampering. There are dates that are missing, and there are logs that have been erased.
Can I also see personnel files and see who is like having some like chats and who's dating who on the crew?
I was gonna say, are you getting the drama for us? Thank you. Download that.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
download that
am.
for later.
Download that. We'll look at it all together.
Is there
Yeah.
any fan fiction?
So there are 7 crew members, Dundar Ghazini and 6 other crew. It is a mixed crew of Earthers and Belters, and they seem to have shipped together for the last couple of years. Nothing too sordid. One pair is married, but otherwise, seems like just a crew that's been together for a while.
Can you
So
recover?
Really boring.
Can you recover the missing data? Can you like dig deep?
You can try
You know
to.
how, like you delete stuff, but it's never really gone. It's somewhere.
Get FBI on this shit.
You can certainly try.
Take together the shredded paper files.
You just open the recycle bin. They never actually cleared the recycle bin.
So that would be another intelligence technology test or an intelligence security. And this would be a hard difficulty, but if you get above a formidable, you might get additional information.
Might have to spend some fortune.
Welcome, first-time chatter, Banthapudu. It was exported to SysCloud.
It's all hard drives here.
Okay, I got a 15, but if that doesn't pass, I have a hacking talent and I can re-roll it.
Yeah, so a 15 is going to get you some information, and higher would get you more. A formidable is a 17, an imposing is a 19. And remember, you can always spend fortune to change the values of some of your dice.
You spend 4, you get the formidable.
Just 4?
Yep.
Oh, I'm dropping 4. Let's do it.
It does increase the
Yay!
churn.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
That upsets only 2 of us.
Yeah.
For the first time chatter, Banthapudu, welcome. Please go ahead and put the word ghosts in the chat to enter yourself for the giveaway. We're giving away 3 things in our digital bundle today. Banthapudu is now following. Thank you for the follow. And welcome to the giveaway.
I wish the keyword was there, no ghosts, so you don't have to worry, everything's cool.
There are no
Long
ghosts.
keyword.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
Okay. So, Katie, Jerry is going to spend the 4. We've upped the churn to 23. And
Whoop, whoop.
you're looking around. So, you can see the most recent deleted file is the most recent entry. It was an automatic system entry. And so that's what you get with the 15. And what it is an automatic liftoff sequence that was triggered when someone didn't turn off a failsafe, basically. So someone, where the ship was landed, had a program set up that would send the ship into an automated fly if they didn't trigger it. It was not
So, like-
triggered, and the ship took off.
Did it ditch all the people where they were?
Because they never made it back to the ship to turn it
There's
off.
nobody on here.
Yeah, they never came on this ship. They're back wherever. We got to find out where that came from.
They're idiots who are
Wild
left
bloody
on a
goose
planet.
chase.
I think they're dead.
Yeah, that's like if they died, their ship.
Yeah, I think they didn't
Takes
make it
off.
back to their ship. It auto took off. They would only set a failsafe like that if they
Wanted
a quick getaway in case of whatever they were doing. They wouldn't just do that if they were parking somewhere.
So should we
I
just
got
fly
literal
both ships back?
goosebumps.
Should we just fly both ships back?
I mean, we got a free ship.
Yeah. And we don't know what was taken, but we can just bring it to the
I
company.
don't know if anything was.
and maybe not.
they-
but
Yeah, if they went to like some site where they were taking stuff and then their ship took off, it would look like they'd stolen stuff. But it was just an automated thing because their whatever that research facility was murdered them because it's filled with monsters. Because of course it is.
So you can search into that a little bit more and try and figure out from fragmented data where the ship took off from. But you still also have the 17, which allows you to reconstruct some of the older dates that are missing. And you see a couple of logs about bringing supplies and trade goods. Heavy euphemistic language over trade goods.
Real piratey talk.
To someone named Lee Lester on Augia, which is the planet you just came from.
That's a pirate name. That sounds piratey. Or at
Why?
least sketchy. Because it's alliteration.
Agreed. Also, Bantha's got some sweet belter.
Belta,
Belta.
Earth take a thing can really do live a thing easy.
Mars.
Mars.
There is a Martian ship watching all of this happening.
I want to be on it and not here.
Yeah.
I think we just boot this bad boy up and head back, and hope that Martian ship just stays there magically.
Yeah.
DJ Hughes, 2 L's, must know Superman. Bantha Pudu lets us know that there is a translator called Lingo Jam that'll just give you some
Nice.
Belter Creole. So, Katie, did you want to... Actually, it wouldn't be... it wouldn't necessarily be an intelligence technology. This would be more of a navigation type problem to try and figure out where this ship came from. So
We had an expert navigator.
James, we're looking at you, I think.
Well, navigating what is that a focus? Or would it just be piloting?
It's probably intelligence navigator.
Yeah, so under intelligence, there is a navigation focus.
Yeah, James is no navigator. He just knows how to fly the ship, not how
I
to
can make
get
it
there.
go.
Yeah.
Where are we
I
going?
need Google Maps to find my way there.
What was navigation again?
It's under intelligence.
No.
I have an intelligence 3, so maybe I'll just roll straight intelligence
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Absolutely.
It's reasonable. Yeah.
So this one is going to be... We're not going to make it an advanced test because it's just kind of a slow burn horror right now. We're not in any immediate danger.
Why would you say that add-on?
And
Slow burn
Because of the
space.
grainy filter on the drone.
exactly. And so it's hard. It's a difficulty 15. Ooh, Banthapudu suggests you can get some insight on the trade goods by comparing comparing the stated manifest mass to the actual mass, and then guess what sort of illicit cargo fits that profile. Bantha Poodoo has done some smuggling in their day.
Or hunted smugglers.
That
sounds like a person who hunts smugglers. Also,
I think
we're all
we found
idiots.
somebody to join. Can they join our crew?
Maybe
Appear in
Bob.
the next episode.
Yeah.
You have to play Bob. You don't get to leave the ship, and you also don't get lines. Just have some ideas.
All right, so Katie, you're gonna roll to try and figure out the location that this ship blasted off from.
I only got a 13, guys.
3 fortune gets you a 15.
Oh, that's true.
You also rolled a 6, so I mean, churn's going up to 24 right now, anyways. And then if you modify the roll, it's going up to a 25.
Katie's like, I spend all my fortune on all rolls. Like, no, you got the
look at
16.
that.
All right, so you're gonna up it. You're gonna get the
Am I gonna up churn?
gonna get the 15.
4.
Yes.
All right, that puts us to 25. I mean, we've gained 6
20
in the churn.
27's my lucky number, though, so we gotta keep going.
Got to keep going. We got 2 more. All right. So Jerry takes a little bit of time, and this does take a little bit of time. You've got to cross-reference things. You've got to line up astral navigation and like the actual orbital mechanics of so many planets and asteroids and moons in this Cerberus solar system. So if all of the other players could describe what their characters do in basically the 30 minutes that it takes Jerry to work through this.
Well, could somebody work with James to kind of slave the ship to ours so that we can fly it in unison without having to have anybody stay on there?
I've never looked at a keypad before, so I'm going to avoid that.
I can try to help you.
There you go. So Rix and James are going to work on connecting the 2 ships and having your navigation control just be on your ship and have the Hound of Hades control the Churchill Daisy.
We'll make ships talk.
Yeah. What?
Sounds good. Jerry can give you like remote administrator access, so you've just got to write a quick program, and that's an intelligence technology. I would say you've probably got like a base program on board, so it's only an average difficulty at an 11. With Rix helping on the other ship, Tyler, you'd get a +1 bonus, or the opposite way around if Rix is taking the lead and James is helping. Whoever is rolling gets a +1 bonus.
Well, I don't have a focus, but I do have intelligence 4.
Yeah, you do it. I'll assist you.
Yep.
All right. So you just need to get an 11.
Don't roll great.
Oh.
So I got the +1 though, so I just barely make it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
just
helping.
barely. Without
Look
you
at
helping,
that.
James would have flubbed it completely. That
James
ship
is
would have
like,
gone in the
I
wrong
cannot-
direction.
I cannot
No,
figure out
James-
what's going on.
Is doing all the work, and he's like, and then I just need to press this button. I'm like, no, the green one.
Yeah.
The other one evacuates all of the air.
In both ships.
Oh, no.
Why did I make that button?
Yeah, so right now the ships are connected, and you can pilot the Churchill Daisy from your bridge.
Now we have a ship-shaped missile for any pirates that attack us.
Perfect.
The ship will get us money.
Well,
Oh, that too.
Let's use missile-shaped missiles.
And what is Miles doing in this
it
sort of
would
30
not
minutes?
be a creepy space horror if someone didn't randomly go explore the hold while this stuff is going on.
Jerry said, and I quote, "Do not leave me.
You're not. You're still there.
You're our gun
We're
boy."
not coming after you. If you disappear, we're just leaving.
Reasonable.
Full disclosure.
Incredibly reasonable. I'm just gonna go see if there's crazy stuff in their hold, if they had managed to claim some stuff, they'd gotten it on board and then the ship took off. while they were going back for more stuff. I'd like to know that now before we bring it back.
Okay, so you go down to the cargo area. There's sort of the there's the immediately accessible crew cargo area, which is what has the airlock. That's where you came in on. And then the decks below that have a couple more like larger industrial cargo holds, because this is like, you know, like I said, a survey / home / you know, helping out ship kind of thing. It fills a lot of roles. And so you go in and you can go ahead and make a perception check. Just double checking, are you in the crew style one or in the big one?
Would we have passed through the crew one to get to the ship, you said?
That's where you came in, and you didn't immediately notice anything suspicious.
Then I'm going to go to the bigger ones.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check.
Eric was like, thank you. Thank you for this delicious treat of me killing you.
Ooh. And yes, Banthapudu asks, are these vacuum cargo holds? And yes, there is no atmosphere in these particular cargo holds. So don't take your helmet off.
That makes me feel like that's less of a don't take your helmet off, and when something punctures your helmet, it's going to be bad. I got a 17, and I stunt if that's possible.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do some investigation stunts, but with a 17, you open up the cargo area. There's a teeny tiny little like airlock between the crew ladder and this cargo area for you to get in, and there's a whole bunch of like modular style crates full of who knows what, but it's very readily apparent that this area has been searched already.
Searched by someone else? Like stuff is floating free, like stuff that wouldn't normally be?
Like ransacked search. Like somebody quickly went through this and didn't care to put stuff back.
Other bounty hunters have already been here.
Or the MCRN. Or
Potato.
/ pirates.
Yeah.
Neat. Can I stunt
You tell
to make
us?
me fight? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I don't leave radio contact. Miles is not like the brave guy. He's going down here, but he's like, okay, so then I'm going down a staircase now, and there's
Did you want us to send you with a drone with you?
there's a door. It's like when you go out alone, and you're just like.
The gun is shaking and the drone is with you and it's catching it all on camera.
Well, as soon as the drone swings by, it just steadies. I'm not looking scared on camera.
Yeah, because that's going to go on space tube.
Exactly. If the camera were to swing around, it's just sweat. Just like drowning him. It's filling up the helmet. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
That would be gross.
Your temperature regulator is malfunctioning, right? In your suit.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of strange readings from Miles here. Everything's fine.
Heart rate's
is there
increasing.
any? Could I use Lucky Break or Down the Rabbit Hole?
What's Lucky Break do?
This test's result leads fortuitously to putting 2 and 2 together later. Treat one irrelevant focus. Oh no, that's not really helpful here.
Okay.
If this test led to a reveal, the GM also provides a brand new lead about a new subject that will lead to greater rewards.
Absolutely.
That's Down the Rabbit Hole.
That's perfect. So the reveal that I gave you is that somebody else has been on this ship since it blasted off and that it had been ransacked.
Oh!
Yeah.
So that booby trap door might have been the people who ransacked.
Ransackers.
Who set that booby trap? And I've got the perfect thing.
Sounds bad.
There is, as you're sort of like searching around and your gun is wavering and one of the sort of crate tops floats by you, you tap it with your gun and it spins around and someone has tagged the side of it. And it's got a very gaudy-looking crown, which you recognize as the symbol of the Paris Queen, another bounty hunter ship, captained by a man named Dover Harewood. You know that he plays dirty.
Ooh, we don't like that in bounty hunters. This is a small system. We all gotta be friend to me, please.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously he throws booby traps on ships.
Yeah, we already discussed that there's like a certain code of conduct between bounty hunters. We wouldn't, sabotage someone else's ship. So
Yeah. So we'll kill him up real good.
yeah, fuck this guy.
Do I know what kind of ship he flies?
Same as you.
Okay.
It is a modified Mulan class escort ship
Dangereux.
on
Now
a
we
very
all
similar
upgrade.
contract. So you've done this. You kind of work. Oh, sorry. Tyler. Sorry, James and Rix were working on getting the ship together. So we end our montage and we get back to Jerry. You finished your calculations. Once again, Bantha Pudu coming in with some great ideas. Fuel burn calculations, lease time courses, life support endurance. You've put all of this together and you figured out the best likely location is Cerberus 3C. So I'm going to pull up the virtual tabletop and move us to the gate system look. Here we go. And so you can see Pangea is right here. You got Augia right here. You've got the 4 planets that circle in the same orbital location. The other 2 that do not have any life or water, just plain rocky planets with barely any atmosphere, are Cerberus 1 and Cerberus... sorry, that's not right.
Yeah, Cerberus 1, Cerberus 2.
Oh, sorry. Cerberus 1 is the inner planet. I was trying to mouse over way up here at Cerberus 3A. So it's 3A, Pangea is 3B, 3C, and then Augia is 3D. So the this ship apparently blasted off from Cerberus 3C. Then its torch cut off, and it's been just on a looping trajectory towards the middle belt.
Okay, well, I guess turn around. Hopefully the pirate ship doesn't come attack us.
So you have 2 leads. The location that this ship took off from, Cerberus 3C, more specifically, it looks like one of the moons, not the planet itself. Your second lead is that this crew was working with somebody called Lee Lester on Augia. You don't know who that is, but they may have some interesting information for you.
Terrifying.
All right. So one last thing as we're wrapping up for the evening. Anybody still hanging out in the chat? We have 2 entries in the giveaway for your chance to win a copy of Trades of the Expanse Bounty Hunter by Green Ronin Publishing, Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, the Roll20 mod that gives you 13 adventures to run from levels 1 to 11 in your D&D 5e extra planar games, and 1 random book from our giveaway box. Put the word ghosts in the chat. Now, what were you going to say there, Patrick?
I was just coming up with a plan for the future. I mean, if we have the ship, which is now legitimate salvage, we will have to take it somewhere. So probably a good idea to, I don't know. Does Pangea feel like the most common place that we would drop it if we were going to try and break salvage? Like Augia, because Augia is like a mining, like a little backwoods, right?
Yeah, it's like agricultural.
Yeah.
So Augia is where you take it to chop it and, like, you know, sell it on the sly, whereas Pangea is where you take it to say, hey, we recovered this ship, and do it all legal and above board.
That feels like what we're doing.
I feel like Pangea, but I mean, we also need to go to Augia anyways to talk to LL.
Yes.
Cool J.
I hope we
Ooh,
get to talk to Alan Cole.
Bantha Poodoo just cheered us 100 bits. And so, Bantha Poodoo, thank you so much. That is super cool. And one thing that we get to do with bits is that you get to increase one of our bounties of your choice. Yeah. So, 100 bits is a Hellbreakers bounty raised by 1,000. You want Tetiana? Sounds good. So Tetiana Doroshi is gonna go up.
Thanks,
In
man.
flames.
Thank you so much for the cheer, Bantha Poodoo.
All right, well, let's wrap it. What horrible cliffhanger are you going to throw at us this time, Moyer?
I don't know what
Skeletons
you're
eat
talking
us.
about. You put both ships on a burn and start heading back to Pangea to bring it back in, and the MCRN ship lights up and heads in a different direction.
And we pursue with
Field.
our new fleet.
New fleet of one kind of gunship and one not a gunship.
And
Oh, that's horrifying.
yeah,
As it
They call me
leaves,
Admiral
Rix
now,
feels
'cause
extra dumb. She's like, what didn't I see? Why are they leaving? Oh no.
They were just observing. But why?
I'm going to have the Hound of Hades ping you and say that it's been running a subroutine in the background after you identified the MCRN ship's silhouette as a Martian gunship. It was checking against ring gate traffic and other reported sort of sightings of MCRN ships here in the Cerberus system, and it spits out a name. The Crescent Elysium.
Ooh.
It's a cool ship.
Well, that is the end of our game for tonight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, give up some prizes.
Let's give out some prizes. All right. We're going to close the giveaway right about now. Close. And we're going to draw. Good luck.
Bet it's me.
DJ Hughes has been drawn. So, let's roll to see what... Where are my giveaways? There are my giveaways. And here's a D10. So, this giveaway includes one copy of Trades of the Expanse Bounty Hunter, which has so much stuff in it, besides having a new specialization for bounty hunters. It also has a ton of suggestions and extra rules and new stuff on how to create cool bounties and fit them into the Expanse world. You're also getting Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, a fantastic book written by an all POC writing crew. And you're getting number 7, which is The Quiet Year.
Oh.
So The Quiet
That's a good
Year
one.
is a map game. You define the struggles of a post-apocalyptic community and attempt to build something good within the Quiet Year. Every decision and every action is set against a backdrop of dwindling time and rising concern. It helps you create a setting that you can then play in. as well as
Currently
just
playing
being
in
fun.
one of those right now.
There you go.
I expect you to do that while you're DJing on Wednesday.
Ooh, nice.
Build the map as you go.
And it is a Roll20, so thank you, Roll20, for giving us these giveaways as Roll20 ambassadors. And everybody else who's watching, make sure to come back. We play every 2 weeks on twitch.tv/Massive Damage Ventures, so we'll be back on September 19th. And we do a giveaway every time. Roll20 just keeps giving us cool things.
I was gonna say, if you have friends who want to watch too, tell them to come watch live. And if enough people watch live, Merrick and I will make and give away custom dice.
That's true. We'll do that because we make custom resin dice. So check us out on skyhammerpress.com to get all of the information. If you want to learn more about Hellbreakers, skyhammerpress.com/Hellbreakers. If you want to check out any of the VODs of previous episodes, go to YouTube under Skyhammer Press. You can find the Hellbreakers playlist and all of our previous episodes. Got tons of podcasts on Massive Damage Adventures on all sorts of things, and that's kind of what's going on right now. But we'll be back in 2 weeks for the further adventures of the crew of the Hound of Hades. Anything else we need to say?
What the heck? Oh.
All right. Well then, Patrick, please do the honors. It's good night for us, and
We'll see you in hell.